to survive without the market, or the way the market. Agriculture is an area where people didn't used to interact with the market. It was sort of, or at least outside of capitalism, was sort of outside of it. And the history of the last, really since 1790, you could even say, and especially since the introduction of hybrid corn in about 1930, agriculture has really been consumed, subsumed by the market. And I think it's important to sort of rethink what the antagonists are, rather than accept this sort of confused wisdom of urban versus rural, which is obviously a real thing, or liberal versus conservative. I think you can sort of find new fissures. I think that's a really important task of the left, which is sort of how can you create new divides, and how can we emphasize the divide of, which is the ultimate divide of, capital versus labor, working class, middle class, which I think is the sort of reorient discussion on that divide.
How much do you think those who romanticize about the culture of agriculture, any loss of the culture of agriculture, whether they are supporters of Trump or not, want to in some way make America great again, take it back to some nostalgic past, want to return to agriculture being more a part of their culture, are harking back to a more agrarian life, a life outside of even capitalism?
So I think a real, in country music, maybe the most obvious representation of this position, or a position close to it, is the song Country Boy Can Survive by Williams Jr. And Williams Jr. is a total pro-Trump story. I mean, politically, is terrible. And I don't think the idea is that, we shouldn't hurt people. But I think this is sort of the culture war pun that's within the agricultural war title, which is the question I think is how to reinscribe sort of antagonism. And I think there is sort of, I think most people in that sort of conservative self-sufficiency position, I think they don't understand their position as anti-capitalist, and it's not. But I think there is for a true sort of a true autonomy or self-sufficiency, or an idea where people can survive without capital and without the market. I think there's an opportunity there to sort of change the way we think about these issues.
But you also mentioned that what's been called bro country is this new version of country music, a trend that brought backwoods parties to the forefront of country music in the mid-2010s. Luke Bryan is one of the artists most closely associated with the term. More than any of his fellow bros, he has expanded the narrative into not just a whole world, but a whole view. And his message is not as political, if you want to put it that way, and it's more about partying. So how much has country music become escapism? And if it has, what does that tell you about the state of agriculture within our culture? Has country music become escapist because country music no longer wants to recognize the challenges and the problems that farmers, especially family farmers, are facing?
Yeah, I think Luke Bryan is one of the most interesting artists right now, and his music, as you said, is really party oriented, and it's really changed. It's the emphasis on a lot of traditionalists don't like it because it's moved the emphasis really from the lyrics of country and the sort of the storytelling to he's much more interested in beats and the sound and the lyrics to be the sort of is about partying a lot. And I don't know if escapist is the right word, but he is sort of, I think this